Well, hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Rhonda Cimorelli with A Balanced Life for You, and today is our last topic of conversation, and the area we're going to talk about tonight is self-talk. So what does that mean, self-talk? Well, it's the way that we talk to ourselves. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Well, we're going to start out tonight with a little exercise, okay? And what I'm going to ask you to do is, for a moment, I want you to imagine and just recall the worst thing that's ever happened to you, the worst time of your life, and maybe you were hurt, you were angry, you were scared, petrified, terrified, just to name a few. Maybe you were hurt physically or mentally or emotionally. You broke up, you got in a fight, it could be anything. Okay, so I want you to take a moment and just recall the worst thing you can ever remember that actually happened to you. Now, you have that in your mind? All right, so think about that. I want you to recall, where were you? Where did this event take place? What time of day was it? Was it daytime, nighttime, dusk, dawn? Were you inside? Were you outside? Were you with people? Were you with others? Who was with you? All right, so you thinking about that? All right, now I want you to close your eyes as you recall this incident. And I want you to put a name to the feeling right now that you have. What is that? Name it. And then I also want you to close your eyes, and somewhere on your physical being, I want you to take your hands and place it where you feel this feeling. It could be your heart, your chest, your gut, your solar plex. Okay, it could be anywhere. So I want you to touch and feel the part of your body where you feel this. All right, open your eyes, shake it off. Take a deep breath. Whew. All right, we like to leave the past in the past. All right, so now let's shift gears a little bit, and I want you to think about the happiest time of your life, one of the best experiences you've ever had. And I want you to try to think of something maybe more recent, or it actually could be any time. So any time of your life that you maybe felt joy, excitement, fulfillment, okay? We're going to take you through the same thing. I want you to recall this incident, this time, this event, and I want you to think about, where were you? And what time of day was it? Was it inside or outside, daytime or nighttime? Were you with people? Were you without people? Perhaps you were being recognized for an accomplishment, and you were in front of so many people, and you were feeling a little nervous, anxious, and exhilarated all at the same time. Perhaps you just got engaged. I don't know. Okay? Close your eyes and put a name to this feeling. Right? So you're all, whatever it is, you're blank, you're feeling this way, name it. And once again, I want you to take your hands and I want you to place them on the part of your body where you feel this. Take a deep breath and feel it again. I want you to remember this feeling right here. Where is it? Okay. Open your eyes, come back to me, shake it off. All right, I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can remember some stuff. So why would I be taking you through this exercise when we are starting out with self-talk tonight? Self-talk is the way that we communicate ourselves. And why is this important? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Because the things that you say out loud, or whether it be in your head, okay, in your head internally, are considered thoughts or ideas, and the things that we talk about outside are that self-talk, conversations, you know, your random stuff, okay? But what I want you to realize is you went from a negative place to a positive place in about a minute and a half, all right? So I want you to keep that in mind as we go through this lesson tonight. You can go from a negative to a positive. You have the ability to change the way that you feel. Okay, and if you remember, you named your negative feeling, you named your positive feeling, you never left the room, nothing changed it. Okay? Well, your thoughts have an impact on your emotions because I kind of guided you, if you will, into recalling a thought or a memory. And that thought or memory caused you to feel a certain way. Now, as human beings, we are very emotional human beings. And when we feel whatever we're feeling, we tend to take action in that moment. All right, so I'm going to walk you through this in a minute. And that action gives you your outcome. And for today's purpose, we'll just call it your living reality, okay? Where you are today, okay? So if you're happy and excited about everything going on in your life, it's your present reality. And if life is terrible and stinks and you would rather not be here, well, that is your current reality. Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong. It just makes it what it is. Agreed? All right. What I would like for you to contemplate, or I want to suggest to you, is what you focus on is going to expand. It's the law of the universe. And here's an example. We're going to take something very, very simple, and you might have said this to yourself earlier in childhood, maybe a young adult, and maybe even as an adult. Things like, I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not rich enough. I can't do that. I can't sing. I can't dance. Okay? No one likes me. Now, if you have thought these things, or if you say these things, whether it be inside or speaking them aloud, ask yourself, how do they make you feel? Are you feeling less than happy? These types of words have a tendency to make you feel sad, unworthy, unloved, useless, perhaps, any of the above. When we're feeling unloved, useless, having the inability to do something, what kind of action do you tend to take? So if you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not a good football player, I'm not a good athlete, the action that you're going to take is most likely to avoid the situation. All right, so that's the really inaction that you're taking. You're going to avoid, you're going to work on a level that's less than your actual ability to accomplish something. Generally speaking, you don't even try. And the other thing that happens, the other action that we take, is we tend to stay with people who we're very comfortable with. All right? Those people, they don't encourage us. They're kind of like-minded. They too have low self-worth, low self-esteem. And therefore, nobody plays sports. Nobody tries anything new. Nobody tries out for a new exam. Okay? You just kind of stay put. So your outcome, believe it or not, well, you'll never advance to the next level, and you stay stuck. Now, remember I said what you focus on expands? So as we think these thoughts and we feel this negative feeling, we generally don't take action. We feel even worse about ourselves, and before you know it, that can lead into a form of depression. So the things that we say to ourselves are very impactful of the results that we have in any daily, weekly, or yearly event. Now, kind of just going back to a few moments of, I said you'll stay with the people that you're comfortable with, those like-minded people. Well, I want you to keep in mind that you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with most. Now let's flip this around. Okay, because I always like to end on a positive note. So let's continue. So instead of thinking those positive things, I know you've heard, maybe I'm dating myself here, the story of the little engine that could. Yes, that little train engine that says, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Well, do you think you can, or do you think you can't? Because either way, guess what? You are right. You're right either way. if you think you can, guess what? You're going to emit good feelings about yourself. You're going to have hope, right? Excitement. And then you're going to take some action in a positive direction. You might even surprise yourself. You can say, well, I think I can do that. Think back to a child. I think I can do a cartwheel. And you give it a try. Your legs are a little crooked and you fall off balance. You don't quite make it over for the first time. But you have hope. You said, you know what, that wasn't too bad. I think I can do it again. And you try it again and again and again. Before you know it, you can do a fabulous cartwheel. For the boys, you're young, you start catching a ball, you drop it a few times. Now, if you start telling yourself immediately, I can't do that, I can't play sports, I'm no good. Well, what's going to happen is you will not be able to catch that football because you feel so bad about yourself. You won't be able to catch that baseball. Then, as you grow up, you're not going to try out for any sports. Okay, because these are also form our beliefs, and I'm not going to get into that today. But we want to talk about the way we talk to ourselves. Going back to the positive though, but you know what? When you try that cartwheel, when you try out for the new sport, when you apply for the new job, and you have a little bit of encouragement, you have hope because you've surprised yourself. And now you're excited, even more willing to take some new action again. Step outside that comfort zone. And then before you know it, the outcome is going to surprise you. It's going to be exciting, exhilarating. You're going to feel happy, content, accepted, liked and loved by others. All right, those are good feelings, and that allows us to expand our energy and expand good things that come to us. Now, I know this was kind of a lot, and this is a short and sweet lesson. However, let me see, do I have any other ones? I want to encourage you. We're talking about the way that we talk to ourselves. Can you see how you can go from a negative to a positive? How it creates a feeling, or the things that you think about will create negative or positive feelings, and you totally have control over this. And the way that you're feeling is going to result in the actions that you take, or the inactions that you take, which will eventually give you the results that you have. So I have a challenge for you today. I have recently posted on my personal Facebook page, Rhonda Cimorelli, of a 7-day challenge. And I'd love to challenge you to go and do it, because it does take into account your thoughts and the way that you speak to yourself. And for an example, day 1, I'll go ahead and tell you what day 1 would be. And I would challenge you to do this tomorrow, or even today that you're watching this video. So your first day's challenge is no blaming, no complaining, and no justifying. It's pretty simple. No blaming, no complaining, and no justifying. With the challenge, I give you the overview of what it is, the big idea. I also give you a declaration to say at least 3 times during the day to affirm your results and to reward yourself. Okay, but you can go watch that on the Facebook page on the 7-day challenge. Now, what do I mean by blaming? Well, for example, let's say driving. I love driving as an example. You're driving down the road, and you have a near collision. Well, a couple of things could have happened. One, the other driver could truly have not been paying attention. For whatever reason, we have no idea. Might have been their phone, or it could have been you. Now, what I'm suggesting is, if it was you, because you weren't paying attention, and you weren't paying attention, are you going to admit this? Or are you going to say, oh, it's the other person's fault, or a deer ran out in front of me, or the kids were bothering me, or my husband scared me, or my wife yelled at me, or whatever? Okay, so no blaming. Got to take full responsibility for the situation at hand. No complaining, all right? So the situation, the life that you have. I hear people all the time going, my life sucks. It's terrible. I hate it. Nobody likes me. I'm forever broke. I can't pay my bills. I never have enough time. That's complaining, okay? And I'm going to offer you a little bitty world's little violin, okay? You can play it for yourself for the day. So no blaming, no complaining, and then no justifying, which just simply means that You accept things, it is what it is. Okay? It's not because of somebody else. It's not because of something else. It is what it is. Okay? So that's my challenge for you today. If you have feedback on this video, please let me know. If it was useful or give you an aha moment, share it with somebody else. And we'll see you next time.